make sure my audio is working. Testing. Can you hear me at all? Okay, a little bit. Quack, quack. Okay. Hey Angie, good afternoon. How are you? I feel like it's been so long, it's only been a day. I think it's only been one day that I was off. Got the script done. I even started recording yesterday and I got so frustrated and had to stop. But at least it's happening. At least it's almost done. Oh, you have rain. I think it might rain later. Oh, I don't have any incense going. Yeah, I'm not gonna have good light for filming, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I tried filming yesterday, and after I finished, sorry, that's the coffee grinder. After I finished the script I tried to film, my goodness, you're so blurry, just a sec. Is that better? Okay. After I got through the script yesterday, I tried to film, and I was just pushing myself too hard. Like it was such a struggle. I was like halfway through and I was so tired and I was getting really frustrated, and I just knew it wasn't gonna make for a good video anyways if my energy was down. And this one's a long one. It's longer than I expected and it's an important one. So I don't wanna like half-ass it. So I am giving myself a moment this morning to hang out with you guys, to kind of wake up, and then I'm gonna go and try and film the final deep dive of this series. And oh, it's gonna be good. I think so. I think it's gonna be good. But I'm so tired, and I'm so determined to get this off my plate this weekend, which means I'll have to film today and edit all night and edit all day tomorrow. And then hopefully put it out tomorrow night. And to be honest, I'm not going to edit all night because if I don't sleep, I'm not good for anybody. So I'm going to edit as much as I can. So we'll see. Hi HB, good morning. I was just talking about how I got the script done. And I am going to film today. I'm really excited. Yay! I was telling Andy and everybody, I tried to do it yesterday. I finished the script yesterday and I tried to film last night too, and by like hour 10, oh thanks Nick, like hour 10 between script writing and filming, I was like halfway through filming probably, and I hit a wall. I was like, we're gonna try again tomorrow. I have to be reasonable. Yeah, oh, man. I guess I can move this so you guys can kind of see. The live inspired your writing. In what way, HB? What happened? Tell me, tell me. Not many birds right now. Still haven't figured out the art of shading. Go, Feed Buster. You're fine. I'm pretty chill this morning, like I said. I'm exhausted. And I gotta pull up my energy for later. What's happening with you, HB? Let us know. What's going on? Was that HB? I think I saw that just before I got on. Was that you questioning why you have precognitive dreams but not regular dreams? Is that right? Ooh, turns out shading is hard. Well, what do you think? I don't have a theory, at least not yet. Do you have any thoughts on why? I mean, maybe it's to your benefit so that it doesn't confuse you about wondering if a dream is prophetic or not. If you only have prophetic dreams, then I guess every dream would be, yeah? Hi, Bobby. I don't know why, HB, but if you know why, I'd love to know. How are you, Bobby? Good morning. I think we're gonna do this one. It's my home. It's not a house. It's a apartment building, but yeah, my home. Thank you. I love it. I love it very, very much. Oh, good. Oh, Brian asked why you don't dream. Okay. Do you have an answer, HB? Do you? Oh, you do. Okay, great. Yes, please. I'd love to know why you don't have regular dreams, you think? love that. Today I'm back to coloring, just FYI. I'm not ready to revisit my painting project. Writing has proved to be difficult to do on here, so I may, who knows what I'm going to do there. But today it's just coloring, just some creative outpouring and creative dumping to start my day. Usually makes me a better person throughout the afternoon. Just FYI, in case anyone wants to know what I'm doing. Okay, so the best way to explain why you do not dream regular dreams has to do with the hill from the telepathy tapes. All right, we're listening. You guys, I can't believe I'm almost done with this with the series. It is wild to think about, but like this part of this journey is almost over. Just for now, anyway. I hear you. I hear you. You guys probably couldn't hear her snorting, but. Okay, so the nonverbals are protected on the hill. Yeah, I've heard that too. I know I mentioned before, I think in a video, that I was listening to a remote viewer that tried to go to the hill and was basically told as much by them that, like, you can't come in unless you can come in. Very protected, and I love that so much for them. I know that when I use paint pens, I use Posca markers, and those are expensive, but these alcohol markers are not expensive, and while they work, the colors don't make sense. Like what they're called versus what the cap color is versus what the payout is, none of it makes sense. They never match. Okay, so HB, your mind is protected the same way as the hill is protected. So you're saying that dreams can't enter unless they're meant to? Is that correct? So, I'm unpacking this, HB. Your mind is protected. You're saying that you feel that your mind is protected in a way that only what you're meant to experience comes to you, whether that's in prophetic dreams or prophetic visions. And when you exert yourself and you try to extend beyond what naturally comes to you, i.e., when you try to remote view, there were consequences, and that is when the tornado came very close to your house. Those pictures were insane. Yeah, so that did come out of nowhere. I wondered. That's interesting, HB. My personality, it's a good thing I'm not in your position. I tend to rebel when I feel restricted. It wouldn't bode well for me. I'm very glad, though, that you are safe and you guys are, oh, all right. Oh, excuse me. I have to test all of these because again, the color doesn't match. Migraines for a month. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't envy you in that aspect at all. I don't like rules. It's probably not a good thing to admit. Half these colors look the same. All of these reds look the same. Very chill this morning. Not upset about it. Oh, Andy. I haven't heard about that one. Majestic 12 document called SOM someone? Is that what it really is? SOM 1-01. Oh, HB. You don't need a horror story. I didn't know there was another document, Andy. Did this one just come about, or am I just behind? Yeah, Andy, not Andy, HB, I've given up on reading your books before bed. I have to move them, but I'm waiting till I get through this video. Special Operations Manual. Okay, that makes sense for SOM. I honestly should have known that. Did that document just appear? Or is this something that's been out and I just am not aware of it? I need to check out this Jimmy Church guy you guys were talking about. I didn't consume a single bit of content yesterday because I was so focused on getting the tapes done. My goodness. Someone's having a sneezing fit. Yeah, MJ12 and Majestic 12, and I think, actually, Andy's going to definitely need to be the authority on this one, because I I know a bit, but I don't know enough. I know enough to confuse people and get it wrong. You know, it's funny, Andy, when the CIA Gateway thing was released, I don't know if that was a FOIA act or what that got that out, but whenever that came out, I remember I downloaded it right away, and I started to read it, and I was like, no way. And I stopped. And then years later, it's like all everyone's still talking about. Okay, yeah. And so, again, these are the types of things I'm going to keep looking into. But Andy, the Majestic 12, as like a summary, is that thought to be like, is it Black Ops? Is it like a secret program? Is that what it is? And that like people are still arguing over whether or not it's real, but we've got documents and there's always been rumors. Like, am I getting that right? And then Majestic 12 were like the powers that be in terms of all of this not aerospace, but I don't know. Because like I know the documents, but like the grand scheme of what Majestic 12 is, I don't want to screw up. Okay. Progress. No one's answering. Okay, yeah, so it was a department, yes. The military government UFO department. It was secret, right? Like that was the whole thing, is that everyone kept denying it existed? I'm looking this up a little bit. Yeah, secret U.S. government group allegedly formed in the 47, right after Roswell. Okay, that's why. All right. And then the leaked documents came out in the 80s, claiming that Truman authorized the formation of MJ-12. Okay, I'm caught up now, I think. Hello, there we are. I think HB was making a joke. Oh, it's not. Oh, I don't know what else stuff is. Where did my marker go? Okay, so we, as our little collective family here, believe that MJ-12 is real, right? Because I'm pretty sure that I do. Again, I don't know a lot about it. Are you going to send that? I don't know a lot about it, but I know enough to kind of believe this stuff probably exists. Here, let's keep you. Start the sun game. Curtain does a whole lot of nothing, but it looks pretty. MJ-12. Are there documents on it, or documents? Is there a documentary? Like, I'm sure there's a million YouTube, deep dive doc style things going on, but like, is there a documentary on it? Doesn't really matter if it's real, it's real. It's all real, for real, for real. I love it. That's what a perfect name to hop in. Doesn't really matter, does it? That's great. Yeah. It's exciting to talk about. I am really excited to see what kind of topics like this I end up going into. I don't want to turn into any sort of like UAP channel, but I'm definitely not going to be avoiding the topic. Obviously, I mean, we sit here on live and talk about it all the time. Gosh, you have to move so fast with these markers. I hate it. Above Majestic, yes. Okay, that is a documentary. All right, I knew I'd heard of that, Above Majestic. Sorry, I wasn't picking up what you were putting down, HB. Looks like I can rent it on Amazon. Oh, it might be on Tubi. Interesting. Have you watched that, Andy? Has anyone else watched Above Majestic? Oh, I know. We were talking about the Gateway Project. I don't know if you were here for that. We know that part's all real. Interesting. So with the crash retrievals and stuff, do you guys think the video that came out with, shoot, that was not the color I need to do. Oh well. Oh my gosh. What is that new guy's name that came out in the last year or so? The bald guy. I think he's bald. Younger guy that had the egg video. The egg, like the UFO retrieval that looked like a white egg. What does everyone think about that? I'd love to know. So a decision has been made. This whole section's going pink. Is that messed up? Jake Barber. Yes, Jake Barber. Thank you, Andy. Gosh, I always know you're going to know the names I need. What do we think about Jake Barber? And everything that he has going on in that video. I feel like we talked about it and we went away. Also, again, I'm never going to shut up about it. I really need people to talk about the Miami Mall aliens. Yeah, Gateway. No, Gateway has to do... I believe the Gateway tapes has to do with remote viewing, but it's mostly about astral projection, which is different. And again, if I'm talking out of my ass and one of you guys knows better, please correct me. Because I have so much going on in my brain right now, I'm getting them all confused. But also just woke up. But I'm pretty sure that Gateway is just astral projection, whereas... Okay, great. Oh yeah, doesn't really matter. Sounds like you are in the right place, friend. This is the channel where we talk about exactly that. Miami Mall aliens, that's what I started to say. That again, not one of you has ever weighed in on. I'm sure I've mentioned this on the live at least 8 times. No one has given me an opinion or a thought. None of you. Andy, do you have an opinion on this? HB, do you know what I'm talking about? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I need to know what everyone thinks about that too. Because that one is fucking with my brain. Or maybe we did talk about it and it's just not enough for me, but in which case I'm sorry for yelling at you. But I need to, like, this one really bugs me. I think the most interesting thing that I heard about the Miami Mall thing that really messes with me, and I need to double check this actually before I start talking, but I'm not gonna. I'm pretty sure that I read, like, a little while after all of that was going down, that if the, is it the latitude and longitude, the coordinates of the mall where this all supposedly went down in Miami, if you reverse them on accident, like if you put them in backwards by mistake, it would be Antarctica. And so then there's always that running theory that the mall aliens were trying to get to Antarctica and accidentally put in their coordinates backwards. And it is the funniest, most like human mistake that I can think of. And it makes me giggle so hard that, like, if that were true and it was just a case of aliens accidentally putting in the wrong coordinates, or like maybe they're not aliens, maybe they're from here, but like putting in the wrong coordinates and like showing up in a mall and being like, oh shit, and like chaos breaking out, like that is actually the funniest thing in the world, if that is real life. And I just can't, like, it's, oh my, it just kills me. It's so funny to me. Exactly. So, all right, can I talk about this for a second? The Miami alien thing, again, from the little bit that I understood, saw, read, whatever, the mainstream thing that came out of it, and when everyone stopped talking about it, and they were like, oh, kids were fighting, and some of them had fireworks or firecrackers inside the mall, and that sounded like guns, and that scared everyone to thinking there was like an active shooter, and so that is why the police presence showed up. But when I started, like, when people started really talking about it and looking into it more, the police presence seems larger than what would even happen in that case. And I know that sounds crazy to think about, because you would think, like, why would, of course it should be as large as possible, like, to stop something like that. But it seemed abnormal. I feel like it was something like every single cop in like this area was like called immediately to this place. And all of the people leaving, I do feel like there could have easily been like one person got scared and then everyone dogpiled on that emotion and got scared and ran, and they didn't necessarily know what they were running from or whatever. But there's a couple things, like there's some footage out there that obviously I don't know if it's real or not, and testimonies out there that I don't know if they're real or not. But like the whole thing seemed really strange, and it went away in the way that America likes to make things go away when we don't want to talk about them, which is very quickly for something so abnormal. And it's been happening a lot lately, right? Like anytime we have a Boeing whistleblower, anytime we have anything wild like that, it's like it happens and then it's shut down real quick and everybody stops talking about it. And I feel like that happened, and so that makes me just more curious. But I haven't looked at it in a while, but I don't know anybody who really cares about it, and I really need someone to care about it and tell me what they think happened, because I don't understand. Sorry, F and G, no gay cutting today. You're gonna have to wait till his birthday next year. And like the people, like when you hear the testimony of people who were there, like when you saw that, like none of them seemed confused about what they saw or what was happening. I don't know. And I feel like there was like weird stuff going on with like the police radars and like, and I feel like it was all happening at the same time as the Vegas. Weird things happening in Vegas. It was just odd. Very curious, and I need someone to look into it and tell me what happened. next year. Oh, is that the case? Andy, have you seen Above Majestic? HB saying he thinks it talked about if humanity could figure out how to download consciousness, then you could put your consciousness in a clone or AI and never die, like a Horcrux in Harry Potter. So essentially just like a new vessel, right? That's what we're saying. Because if, I mean, isn't that technically what so much of spirituality believes anyways? It's already happening. Like, you're not dying. Your consciousness is just getting transferred. But we don't retain it, so it feels like you're dying. Or, you know, the next iteration, you don't necessarily remember everything if that's what's happening. So I guess it's not the same. I mean, I feel like we've been talking about that forever, right? Like, the idea of people have talked about freezing their bodies so that they can come back, or like, yeah, putting their consciousness into something else. It seems crazy. I just started watching Christina Gomez a little bit. Okay, Andy, I'm listening. I will check on that. Yeah, HB, I've heard her say that, that Harry Potter arrived to her, like, fully downloaded, while she was riding the train. I've watched a couple of videos of Christina Gomez's, and I like her. If I remember, if she's the correct one that I'm thinking of, she does, like, short 15-minute videos, maybe, kind of recapping things that are going on. I like her, but I think that her stuff's just a little, if it's the right person I'm thinking of, maybe a little too short or, like, too summarized. So I don't watch her a whole bunch, but what do I want to do next? So curious. Okay. So you haven't seen it either. All right, Andy. We're in the same boat then. I am gonna watch it though, and I would love to actually watch it today because we're talking about it and I'm excited, but I can't. I have to focus on this fucking video. I have to get it out. Have to. Like, I know I'm only on my own deadline, but if I don't get this next deep dive out and off my plate, I'm gonna have a fit. Like, I have to get this out. Plus, I think I'm gonna actually be really busy with client work next week. And I would like to not have this looming over me so that I can do a good job with them and then come back fresh for the next, I don't know, whatever happens after this. I really do think I need to start incorporating shorts more, but that's just another layer of something to do. I will. Don't be Ken, forever procrastinating. I know. Andy, I didn't look for it on YouTube, but I did see it on Tubi. I don't know if you guys, I feel like you guys would get Tubi, right? You can use Tubi. It is on YouTube? Great. Also, I know Ken's not here, but hi Ken, we miss you. If you feel this in the tether. You guys wouldn't know this, but Ken was my very first friend on YouTube. And I started doing this. He was the first, like, person I really connected with on here, so that's why he holds such a special place for me, even though he's not on here very often. We've joked that we think that we knew each other in another life. We had to have. Hey Robin, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Ooh, Cosmic Secret. I haven't heard that one, or I haven't even heard of that one. I'm kind of surprised it's so chill this morning, but I'm in for it, you know? I plan to be on tomorrow too, if everything goes alright. Only exception to that would be if I feel really, really behind in editing. I may just get up and edit. And I can't do that on live, so. I will say I cried when I finished the script. I don't know if it was relief or what I was writing that made me emotional, but like I finished typing the last few sentences and then just like started bawling. I'm such a softie. So funny, I'm a softie in this aspect, but not in others. Ooh, why is this marker bleed so much? Ah. Ooh. Oh, Robin, did you just figure out you're not allowed to use the word SpongeBob? Did you see that I banned that word, so now you're trying to figure out ways around it? I don't watch a lot of cartoons, so I don't know. HB. What about aliens do you think you would rate? HB. Definitely not sad. Definitely not sad. I have not felt sad about ending this part at all. Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm not sad because it's not over. Like, there's going to be a second season. There's going to be a documentary. There's going to be other things to talk about the telepathy tapes when I want to. I think it was relief because getting done, and especially this episode being so long, has been just weighing on me. So I think it was like tears of relief. And then also, it was emotional because at the end, I'm surmising all of this and what it's meant and how it's changed my life even. And, so there are big emotions there, but I'm definitely not sad. I'm excited. I just don't know what's going to happen next. I'm not nervous, like consciously nervous. There's probably something internally that's nervous, but I don't feel nervous about branching out either. I don't exactly know what's next, but I'm excited to figure it out. I'll probably get nervous when I actually sit down to like write whatever's next. What did I just do with that color? I think it'll be nice too that it's coming out, like I told you guys, I'm doing it a little differently, and I went through everything, and I'm giving like a total summary on all of the things that like we've talked about, all the people we've met, and then going into episode 10, and I haven't seen another video doing that. Like I haven't seen a video that breaks down like, here are all the doctors, and here are their degrees, and here's what they said, and here are all the telepaths, and here's what they experienced, and here's what they said, and like just accumulate all of the data that way, and like here are all of the concepts that we explored because of this. So I feel really good about that. I feel like, that'll be good. And HB, I bet you'll be fine. I really do. I don't think that like, so far anybody else, I don't know, obviously. I don't know the grandeur that is what you're experiencing, or what could happen, but it seems like from everyone else that has been coming out from this stuff, like everyone's okay. They're not, no one's had to go into hiding, or I don't think anyone's had any major issues. The only issues that I do know that has been happening has been people using the telepathy tapes name to try and like do their own thing and lend credibility to what they are doing, which I really, really don't like. Like I know that there are things like telepathy retreats that are coming out, right? Where people are paying like $2,000 to go on an overnight retreat and supposedly learn how to do telepathy. But these organizations are like claiming that the telepathy tape supports them, or that the telepathy tapes, whatever, and it's not true. And Kai keeps finding out and having to like try and fix things. Try to get people to stop using her name, essentially. Not people like, me or content creators creating content about her content, but people creating programs and stuff, utilizing her namesake, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure it's a little overwhelming. A little inside scoop. Yeah, it's no surprise, right, that people are being awful in that aspect, but I'll be right back. Also, you're crooked. Maybe the birds will chirp. She's back. Stop talking shit. Oh, I love you. Oh, ad break. She's back. Be cool. I just told my husband about the documentary, the Above Majestic. I can't believe no one's made a documentary about the Miami aliens. This is really like grinding my gears that we can't get to the bottom of this. It's almost been an hour already. I can't believe it. I went to a concert a while ago with a girlfriend out at a park, and it's like one of those things where you can bring lawn chairs or blankets and a picnic and just sit outside, and I absolutely brought coloring things, and she wasn't expecting it, and we had the best time. Yeah, HB, I have the raw Law of One saved in my list of many things that I'm going to go back and look into as soon as I have more time and like just research, not only for the sake of content, but just to catch up and know what's going on. I'm really glad you told us about that, because I definitely didn't know that much about it. Nope, I sure don't, Robin. Just gonna ask somebody something. Is this gonna look like shit? Probably. You gonna do it anyway? Definitely. It is kind of funny to me that you guys, well, by you guys I mean Robin, that I had to ban the word SpongeBob. It was not on my bingo card of like things that I would need to do. I didn't need a timeout yet. I have been doing that a little bit more though. What's everyone else got going on this weekend? You guys are all quiet. I'm just here for the vibes today. So that's okay too. Oh, so shit. Fun thing about coloring is that it's okay if it looks like crap. Because, like, who cares? It's a coloring page. Wait, Brian's here? Oh, thanks, Drama. That's really kind. Oh, isn't here. Yeah, I know. We'll catch him up. Hi, Christian. Welcome back. You've been here before, haven't you? I feel like I've seen you before. How is everyone? going hard with the mismatched threads. I'm surprised we haven't seen Tara. She didn't pop in today, did she? Hey, Christian. Well, we've been talking about all sorts of things. We have been talking about... We started the conversation by talking about precognition and why HB has precognitive dreams but not regular dreams. But then it rolled into the Majestic 12, talking about Above Majestic, the documentary, as well as... what I'll never shut up about, which is the Miami Mall aliens. So, if you have any opinions on that, please tell me. I'm desperate for people's opinions on that. Yeah, we were talking about UAP, we were talking about the Gateway tapes, we were talking about Majestic 12. Yep, all of those kinds of things. That's, but also we talk about other shit too, but that is what the theme has been today. Yeah, it's been all that kind of stuff today. I mean, it's usually what it is, something along those lines, but yeah. I also saying that I've gotten through my script for my next long form, so I've been talking about that because I'm going to record that today and hopefully get it out tomorrow night. And then once that's done, I'll be moving on to long form topics about other things like these topics. So I love talking about this because it helps give me ideas about what I want to talk about first or next, or you know, how I want to phrase it. And I think it's going to be really cool as it goes, because then we can have these morning chats and like talk even deeper about whatever it is, you know? Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. So, Christian, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the telepathy tapes, but HB is a friend of the channel and our resident precog. He has precognitive dreams and visions and has ADHD and dyslexia. But works with Dr. Diane Hennessy-Powell, the neurosurgeon from the podcast, and a bunch of other things. And yeah, it's very exciting. Yeah. We love talking about it. What's on your mind today, Christian? Anything in particular? Really? Oh my gosh, Christian, please elaborate. I'm sure HB would love to hear from somebody else that experiences or has experienced precognitive dreams. What can you, or if you want to share, of course. Obviously, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'd love to know more. I'm sure the class would. I don't like it. Well, I'm glad you're happy to share. Normally about your life. Seeing things before they happen. Okay. We talk about, not that it's the same, but it makes me think of how we've talked about deja vu a bunch also. Do you have any specific instances that you recall? I know HB's had that, his prophetic dreams, some of them at least, have also had to do with his life, things that then came to fruition later on. Man, these colors. You dreamt of your wife and daughter. Wait, that's incredible. I love that so much. How soon do you think, like, when did you dream about them versus when did you meet your wife? Or when did you have your daughter compared to when you dreamt of her? Also, it makes me think of reincarnation and a concept that I've heard that the people that we're surrounded by in our life, be it our families, our partners, our pets even, circle around us in all of our incarnations in different forms. So your wife may be your wife in this lifetime, but maybe she was your father in a last lifetime. Or maybe, like, you know, you dated but you don't get married in another lifetime, but like you're still in each other's lives. And obviously I don't know if that's true. I just think it's such an interesting idea. And then thinking that you dreamt about them ahead of time could kind of reaffirm that thought that perhaps you've always known them. You knew that they were going to come back. Or that they were going to come into your world. Did you know, okay, sorry, I've asked you 10 questions and not given you any time to answer. My husband hates when I do that. When you dreamt of them, okay, there were 2 questions. 1, when did you dream of them versus when did they come into your life? And 2, when you dreamt of them, did you know that it was your wife and daughter? Like in the dream, were you like, someday this is going to be them and I know it? Or was it just a dream and you figured it out after the fact? I will stop asking questions now. So you didn't originally believe in reincarnation, but you do now a type of Jewish version of it, okay? And in terms of your wife, you dreamt about her probably a year before you met her, okay? Did you dream about your daughter at the same time? Like, was the wife dream, daughter dream at the same time? Or are they separate dreams? Did you tell her you dreamt about her? She probably loved that. Oh, I love that. Okay. Sorry, there were more questions. Your daughter, was she in the same dream or was that a different dream? Did you, like, wait, hold on, I'm so confused. Did you, like, see her and freak out and be like, oh my god, that's the girl from my dreams. Like, that's the woman I'm gonna marry. I dreamt about her. Like, I can't even handle that. The more I think about that. Like, what did you do when you saw her? Did you realize right away? Like, yeah, Ryan, I knew someone was going to say that. It's nice to see you. Oh, I'm so geeked out. This is so interesting, Christian. I know, I haven't seen you in a bit. Welcome back, friend. Different dream for the daughter. Interpretation is king. I know. I always talk about that with communication because I think that, like, most of the world's problems are just an issue of communication misunderstandings, and I feel like that strongly has to do with interpretation. And discernment, yep. HB, I'm really like honored that you've always said that I have good discernment. No one's ever said that to me before, but I've not been able to stop thinking about it. And I never tied it to intuition before we talked about it, but it does make a lot of sense in that aspect. Really, guys? Okay. So, Christian, you used to get a lot of God dreams, but you don't anymore. What were those dreams like? And, hey, Hermit, welcome back. Yeah, I heard it's raining over there. Do you need to talk about it, Ryan? I'm sorry that you're having a tough time. FYI, everyone, I got 20 minutes left, and then I gotta bounce because I have got to go work on video. Birmingham. Oh, interesting. Got a couple of you guys over there. Yeah, I'm happy to have you guys. Hermie. I don't know if you're okay with that, but that's a cute one. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I think it's gonna rain here too. I mean, this video today is going to be a little different. Normally I film like bright sunlight in my studio office and all is well, but it is overcast and it's only getting more so, and I am not going to not film today. So, video might look a little different. Hey, Crystal. Wild. Okay, so we've got... Oh, okay, Ryan. I'm sorry about the relationship issues, but have a good day. I'm glad you came by. Go get some rest or chill out. Okay? Hey, Tara, I was asking where you were. Hermit, that's so funny. My brother used to sleepwalk, and it was always so funny. Welcome, Crystal. Glad you're here. Feel free to stay as long as you like. I'm only going to be on for 20 more minutes, and then I have things to do. But happy you're here. I'm happy I was able to get on for a moment. What color do I do? Thanks, Ryan. It's my brother's. Funny enough. Some coding. Very nice, Tara. I'm glad you came through. Oh, thanks, Christian. Yeah, thanks for liking. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subbing. You guys, It's incredible. Every time I get out here, I meet new people. We get, you know, new faces popping up regularly. It's just, I'm really glad you guys are all here. Oh, Ryan, I'm not a good artist. I'm coloring. This stuff's already drawn. You don't want to see me draw. And yeah, this says I am a sick boy. And it's Sick Boy Motorcycles. It's my brother's t-shirt. My dream is to reach 100,000 subs and be one of the best entertainers on YouTube. That's exciting, Crystal. I don't have a specific goal, like a sub goal or anything like that. I think my only goal would be able to make a living, but I'm excited. I hear you, Christian. I think, oh, thanks, Ryan. I think that, I'm not a Christian, but I do believe that spirituality and religion, in a way, like, it comes in waves, right? As someone who is spiritual, like, I have periods where I feel closer to the universe and periods when I don't. And I think that's just part of it. And I think that happens probably no matter what you watch. Well, see, HB, you tell him that, but he can't get your book. It's not published. There's no way for him to read your book unless you send it to him. Lost Boys, I still believe. You're talking about the Lost Boys movie. I get it. If you're not, I don't think that. Why are these colors not aligning to what they say they are? Wait, saxophone guy. I saw that guy live like 3 years ago. I'm not even kidding, Hermit. This just like clued in. I saw that dude. It was so much fun. It was hilarious. He dresses exactly like he did in Lost Boys, in like the leather, no shirt, like whatever the situation is, and puts on a hell of a show in a very small bar. Travels around and does this. But he came through my city a couple of years ago, and it was, I didn't even know what it was. And I hadn't seen Lost Boys before, and my friends drugged me, and we had so much fun, and then I watched Lost Boys the next day, and it was even better that I hadn't seen it yet when I saw the saxophone guy. Literally, oh my god, you guys do know what I'm talking about. Crystal does too. Yes, as in the saxophone guy. I don't know what his name is, but if you look him up, that dude travels and plays saxophone in bars for people to watch. It is so much fun. It was so good. I'm pretty sure they had the movie playing in the background, maybe, like on mute, and he was just like playing. Anybody that knows what I'm talking about, totally go find the saxophone guy. That's awesome, Christian. I've only had one, and it was only a couple years ago, so this is still very new to me. It was in 2021. HB, that question's for Christian, yeah? I'm sure it's not for me, because you know I don't know yet. I have to look into all of that to find out. Unless you know. Oh, you guys, I could sit here and color all day if I didn't tell myself that I am absolutely going to finish the video today. And a mentor and a coach. Oh, Christian, that's amazing. That's really incredible. Wow. No, Hermit. Columbus, Indiana. I don't know where that is, but I know where Indiana is. Hermit, I hate the idea of someone feeling bad for something they can't control. If you don't naturally feel some way, then that's what naturally happens to you. And that is something that you can work on if you want to, or not if you don't want to. But who you are innately and how your life has shaped you, I'd hate for you to feel bad about that. I mean, everyone's different, right? Everyone's got different strengths. I'm extremely empathetic and intuitive, but there are other skills that are not in my repertoire. And I think that's why we all balance each other out. Oh, Christian, that's amazing. Are you able to do that full time? I think that would be so incredible. Crystal, I am a creative. I love to do creative work. I love to paint and color and write and do all of those things, but I do not consider, I do not draw. I will do abstract painting and stuff, but if you asked me to draw a bird, it would look like a third grader did it. I'm not talented in that aspect. I lost something. Ryan, I'm really sorry that you're going through the breakup. I wish I could tell you what to do. I think that I've said it before on this channel a million times, but when things are uncomfortable or not good in some capacity, the biggest thing I always try to remember is to calm yourself and the storm will pass. Don't try and calm the storm. So what you're going through sucks and you're going to have to feel those emotions and work through those. But the best thing that I think you could probably do is try, I don't know if you meditate, but that's my answer for everything, is trying to bring yourself some peace and allow time to pass so things can heal is about the only thing that you can really do. Yeah, doodling. Absolutely, Hermit, and that's exactly why I don't want you to feel bad, because you can still be a good person and not have certain traits. You can absolutely still be beneficial to your community and the people that you love and care about without, feeling the most empathetic. Got it, Christian. That's cool. Well, I hope that something comes of it quickly for you. You guys, it's not been quite 90 minutes, but I think I'm going to wrap up. I'm kind of at a stopping point with this, and... Oh, hey, Kitty, I'm just about to hop off. I was here. I've been here. I wasn't on yesterday, but I think I was on the day before. Yesterday, I dedicated the whole day to working on the next deep dive, and I'm about to get off now so that I can go start setting up to record. Kind of get that going, because I got to get this off my plate. I have to. Of course I missed you. It was very nice meeting you, Crystal. I'm glad you came by. I hope to see you again. And Hermit, yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And Ryan, I hope I'll be here. I'm sorry, again, that you were going through all of this. It's all going to depend on how filming goes today, right? If I get through filming quickly and editing goes smoothly and I feel okay, I'll absolutely be on in the morning. And if I am feeling really behind and I need every second I can get, I will probably opt to just edit and keep working on that instead. But TBD. Either way, I should be on Monday. That's the goal. So All right, friends, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? Ryan, feel better. We'll talk to you later, okay? Bye, guys.